Restoration Fellowship Church. She has sung throughout the state of Virginia in the USO and with the Miss America organization. Cherise, whenever you're ready, all yours.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you. You can catch Cherise Sundays 9:30 and 11 o'clock at Restoration Fellowship Church with the praise team.
The 2021 Strasburg Express are on the air from First Bank Park in Strasburg, Virginia. It is the 2021 Strasburg Express and the Valley Baseball League. Good evening, everyone. I'm Kyle Gutshaw. Glad to be with you here tonight as I'm back from Woodstock last night, covering in for the play-by-play voice of the River Bandits, Craig Orndorff, and we're back here in Strasburg tonight. Express coming off of a huge win last night against the Woodstock River Bandits to tie the series up at 3 on the season. Tonight we've got a good one between the 21-8 Strasburg Express and the 13-15 Harrisonburg Turks. This is game one of 2 games that will be played today here in Strasburg. There'll be 7-inning games, although last week when we had a doubleheader, the game went 10 innings in game 2. So scheduled to be 7, but we will see what happens when we get to that point. On the mound tonight for the Strasburg Express is Jacob Cravey. Jacob is a 6'6" righty from Samford University, and he has had a good season so far for the Strasburg Express. Again, Strasburg defeating Woodstock last night and getting their 21st victory of the 2021 season. This is the first and only matchup tonight for the Express and Turks in the regular season, and they will get it going here tonight. Again, Cravey on the mound for the Express, and leading off tonight for the Turks is the second baseman, Carlos Marte. Batting second is the left fielder, Clay Lockett. Batting third tonight is Logan McNeely, the catcher. Batting fourth, the right fielder, Connor Hardigan. Cravey looks in for his signs. The kick and the first pitch of the game is just inside for a ball at 5:35. And it is 1-0. Carlos Marte, the leadoff hitter and second baseman, he chops one to third. Galani charges, sets his feet, throws a strike to first, and there's one out here in the top of the first. Rest of the Turks lineup batting fifth tonight is the first baseman, Jordan Sweeney. Batting sixth, Michael Rosario, the DH. Batting seventh and playing third, it's Frederick Walter. Batting eighth, the center fielder, Derek Crum. Bryce Safrowitz, the shortstop, bats ninth. For the Harrisonburg Turks, Liam McDonald is on the mound for Harrisonburg. So here's Clay Lockett, the left fielder, and he takes one inside for a ball, 1-0. Cravey, 17 innings, 20 strikeouts, and a 1.53 ERA. He has been fantastic. Pitch misses in the dirt, 2-0. The batter, Lockett, 222 average with a home run and 6 RBIs. 2-0 the count to Clay Lockett, the left fielder. The kick and the pitch. Way up high to the backstop, 3-0. Defense tonight behind Cravey in left field, Ferry, center field, Brown, and Toth is in right. Galaney at third, Ketterman at short, McKinley at second, Irvin at first, and Graham Crawford behind the dish. 3-0 the count to Clay Lockett, the left fielder. Cravey from the windup in the pitch, and down low. 4-pitch walk with 1 out here in the first.
The catcher from Wingate University, number 31, Logan McNeely.
Brings up Logan McNeely, the catcher from Wingate. McNeely from Shelby, North Carolina, 6'1", righty, 210. From the stretch for the first time tonight, and the pitch from Cravey, fastball right there, 0-1. Many doubleheaders around the league today, one already final. Waynesboro defeated the Woodstock River Bandits 5-3. That game started at 3 o'clock today. Their second game will be at 5:30 tonight from Waynesboro. The 0-1. Breaking ball up and in. Winchester leading Stanton 3-2, top of the second. Front Royal and Covington at 5:30. Charlottesville and Newmarket at 6. One and one the count. The pitch. Swing and a line drive to the right, foul. It is 1-2. The Winchester Royals playing very well as of late.
You'll get a free spot.
They have put up double-digit runs in at least their last 3 games. They crushed Strasburg, they crushed Woodstock, beat up on Front Royal pretty bad last night, and they've already put up 3 runs in just the second inning against Stanton. So the Royals are starting to get the bats going here. Pitch misses off the glove of Crawford to the backstop. Throw to second, and not in time. That'll be a pass ball, as Crawford should have made a play on that, but it went right past him. And getting to second is Clay Lockett here in the first. So far for Cravey, 3 strikes and 7 balls. Trying to get that ratio even back out and get the strikes on top. McNeely awaiting the pitch, and he lines one down the right field line, but foul. Strasburg beat Woodstock on the road last night 11-6, while Harrisonburg lost at home to the Covington Lumberjacks 6-3. 2-2. Swing and a chopper. This is going to be a tough play. Right, left side, and fielding the ball is the pitcher as Cravey picks it up, but it's too late, and that'll be an infield single. And the Turks have first and third and only 1 out.
Madison University, number 5, Connor Hardigan.
And that brings up Connor Hardigan, the right fielder from James Madison University. He is not playing very far from his college, playing for the Turks in the same city as his university, JMU. Hardigan, 6'2", righty from Winchester, Virginia. The pitch. Swing and a miss, blew the fastball right by him, 0-1. Hardigan batting .224 with 3 home runs and 15 RBIs on the season. Cravey set at the belt, and the pitch. Good pitch at the knees for a called strike, and Hardigan down the count, 0-2. Harrisonburg Turks have had a bit of a up and down season. They got off to a slow start, then the pitching took over and they got back into it, and now kind of struggling a bit, below 500. So Cravey from Sanford ahead of Hardigan from JMU, trying to strike him out or get a ground ball. The pitch, swing and a miss, he struck him out. 3 strikes right there for Cravey, and that is out number 2.
Now batting from Rutgers University, number 32, Jordan Sweeney.
Brings up Jordan Sweeney, the first baseman. Sweeney batting fifth tonight for the Harrisonburg Turks. Sweeney from Egg Harbor, New Jersey. 6'5", 220. Throw over. And diving back in safely is McNeely, the catcher. Just underway from Strasburg. 2 games to play tonight with the Express and the Harrisonburg Turks. North versus South battle. Turks with a great chance to get on the board early. Pitches in the dirt, and maybe a good thing that Crawford bobbled it, as you never know what could have happened on the throw to second. That'll be a stolen base for the catcher, McNeely. And the Turks have second and third and 2 outs. That'll put Cravey back into the windup. 1-0 the pitch. Breaking ball in there for a called strike, 1-1. Temperature has cooled off here a bit. It's been around the mid-80s today in the area. 1-1, swing and a miss. Got him on a pitch out of the zone. The count is 1-2. So Jacob Cravey at 18 pitches so far through 2/3 of an inning, trying to get that strikeout here and end the top of the first. The kick and the pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Back-to-back strikeouts. And clutch pitching right there for Jacob Cravey. He allows a walk and a single, but the runners are stranded on base. We go to the bottom of the first. Strasburg coming up against the Harrisonburg Turks.
Of what they're after, they want fewer humans on the planet. And when it comes time to decide how to whittle down the human population, I doubt they're going to eliminate themselves and their offspring.
The leading thinkers are very explicitly anti-human. So they'll say something like, human beings are a cancer on the earth. That's not a pro-human perspective. It means there's something higher than human beings, namely the rest of the earth, and you consider human beings an impediment.
I mean, you have to remember that the elite, whether the people that run the New York Times, the people that, the Democratic politicians, the scientists at the universities, the well-educated activists, the vast majority of them are very secular people. They really don't have a traditional religion. And so they have constructed this new religion.
Doomsday cultists have predicted the imminent end of the world for all of recorded history. They have always been wrong. Just as wrong as the environmental alarmists are today. Thank you for watching this video. PragerU is conducting a nationwide survey to better understand the issues that matter to you. For example, how many years do you think the Earth has left because of climate change? Let us know your thoughts. Your input would really help us out. We appreciate your support.
And we move to the bottom of the first inning. Liam McDonald from James Madison University is on the mound for the Harrisonburg Turks. He's a 6-foot lefty from Herndon, Virginia, and he throws a strike to Brayton Brown at his 0-1. McDonald, 23 innings, 19 strikeouts, and a 3.91 ERA. The 0-1 is a rainbow in there for a called strike to Brayton Brown. It's 0-2. Brayton Brown, the center fielder, leading it off tonight. Batting second, the first baseman, Cam Irvin. Batting third, the third baseman, Ryan Galaney. The 0-2. Swing and a foul back. Batting fourth, position number 4, it's Trip McKinley. Batting fifth, Chad Ferry, the left fielder. Batting sixth and playing right, Eric Toth. Batting seventh, Graham Brown, the DH. Batting eighth, Graham Crawford, the catcher. And batting ninth, Zach Ketterman, the shortstop. Graham Brown takes one up high. Brayton Brown takes one up high, 1 and 2. Again, that's what we run into. We have a Brayton Brown, a Graham Brown, and a Graham Crawford. Trying to keep that straight. McDonald's, 1-2. Swing and a miss. Fastball out of the zone, and Brayton Brown is the first out here in the first.
High Point University, number 34, Cam Irvin.
That brings up Cam Irvin, the first baseman. Irvin from Spotswood High School, and his dad is one of the assistant coaches for the Express, a former big leaguer. And he is stepping to the plate here in the 2-hole tonight for the Express. First pitch, breaking ball down and in. Cam Irvin batting .214. He does have a home run and 8 RBIs. That home run was here a few games ago. That one misses 2-0. 2-0 the count to Cam Irvin, bottom of the first inning, game 1 of our doubleheader. Good count here to get a fastball. And instead he gets a breaking ball and falls in there 2-1. Last night the Express just hit the cover off the baseball at Woodstock. They had, I think, 15 hits through the first 2 or 3 innings, just hitting everything in sight, as that one's in the dirt 3-1. A little bit of a late run by the Bandits in the 9th, but a diving stop and a catch by Clunch and a throw to second. The game-ending double play in the 9th. As the pitch misses to Cam Irvin, and he draws a 1-out walk, and that brings up Ryan Galaney. He had himself a great night last night.
Number 28, Ryan Galaney.
Galaney hit a home run last night in the first inning. It really got the Express started. Galaney with multiple hits last night. Chad Ferry with 4. Trip McKinley with 4. Galaney fouls one back into the net. It is 0-1. Ryan Galaney really has been hitting the ball well this year. He has been a very impressive player for this Express team. He's batting .363 with 7 home runs and 19 RBIs. And Galaney usually hits lefties pretty well. Runner at first, the 0-1. That's in the dirt. Changeup misses, 1-1. Trip McKinley last night was 4 for 4 with 4 singles and tried to lay down a bunt and was just barely thrown out, missing a 5 for 5 night. But McKinley's been getting it going for the Express. Some power in the middle of the lineup. Galaney hammers one into the dugout, and that wakes the whole Express team up. It is 1-2. Chad Ferry in the hole pointed out to the field and told Galaney to hit it out there instead. Let's see if McDonald goes with something slow here. He hasn't been afraid to go to the breaking ball. And he goes with the fastball and just misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Target outside again. 2-2. Swinging a chopper to third. Good pick by the third baseman. Throw to second, 1. Back to first, not in time. Good play by Walter, getting it to Safowicz, and that'll be a fielder's choice, and there are 2 outs.
St. John's River State College, number 13, Trip McKinley.
That ball was hit and picked up on the short hop by Walter, and he made a good throw to second to get the second out. So there are 2 outs now in the bottom of the first, and that brings up Trip McKinley, the second baseman. The pitch, fastball, ball 1, 1-0. One zero, swing and a miss, 1-1. One ball and 1 strike to Trip McKinley. McKinley batting .400 on the season, and that hits him. So Trip McKinley coming in with a .400 batting average draws the hit by
The
pitch.
fielder from Clemson University, number 33, Chad Ferry.
So a fielder's choice and a hit by pitch, and that brings up Chad Ferry, stepping in against the lefty McDonald. Ferry batting .358, 9 home runs and 26 RBIs, having a very good season for the Express. And the pitch misses. Chad Ferry from Clemson. Seems like his batting stance has been getting more and more open as we go. That front foot, I don't remember it being that open when we started out. 1-0. Swing and a liner up the middle and fielded by the second baseman. Throw to second in time. Good play there by Marte as he tosses it. And the out is recorded. So the Express battle it out in the bottom of the first but can't get anything going. We go to the second, 0-0 to score. And we go to the top of the second inning from Strasburg. Turks are up to bat here. It'll be 6, 7, 8, Rosario, Walter, and Crum as the first pitch is on the outside for a strike, 0-1. Frederick Walter at the plate here. He's a lefty. And he is from Oklahoma City University. 6'4", righty, 210 from Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. Count is 1-1. My apologies, it is Michael Rosario. They let me get away with saying it was Walter up here. So Michael Rosario at the plate, my apologies. We'll get to Frederick Walter here in a second. Rosario takes a strike looking, and that is out number 1.
The third baseman from Oklahoma City University, number 3, Frederick Walter.
3 straight strikeouts for Jacob Cravey, and here comes Frederick Walter. With the bright red Harrisonburg Turk helmet, or I should say the color, it's not a actual Turks helmet. Harrisonburg with the traveling red jerseys, gray pants and the red stripe. And the pitch is in the dirt, 1-0. Walter batting .241. And that's a strike, 1-1. Still looking for his first home run. Pitch. Swinging a ground ball down the third base line, and Bob Weiss, the head coach of the Turks, gets out of the way and avoids it. It's 1-2. Have to say, at Woodstock one night against the Express, I was standing out in right field. The right fielder couldn't get to the ball and it bounced over, and I called it on one hop, and it still stung pretty bad. 1-2, and that's going to sting. It hits him up and in, and it gets a piece of Frederick Walter. And that is a one-out hit by pitch here in the top of the second.
The center fielder from Wake Forest University, number 7, Derek Crum.
Brings up Derek Crum, the center fielder. Crum is from Wake Forest in Tampa Bay, Florida, 5'11", 190. The pitch, and that misses. Crum is listed according to our roster as a pitcher, but obviously he's batting here and he's playing center field, so he's a two-way player, as we say. Shohei Ohtani is a great example of that. 1-0. Swing and a high pop-up in the infield. Galaney under it, and he makes a one-handed snag. No one uses two hands anymore, and that is the second out.
Now batting the shortstop from James Madison University, number 2, Bryce Safrowich.
I couldn't tell if he had a beat on it because he wasn't really moving. He was just stuck under it, but he finally moved. That brings up Bryce Safrowich, the shortstop.
Seen some major league outfielder make a two-handed catch one night this week. I had to rewind it to make sure I seen what I seen.
Safrowich, a 5'11" righty from JMU. And he is listed as 5'11", 295. I think we're safe to say that's not true. I think that should say 195, if that. Yeah, he's built. I don't think that fits. Chopper to short. Ketterman to second. McKinley tags the bag, 6-4 on the putout. And that is the third out in the second inning. Nothing going for the Turks. A hit by pitch, check that one strikeout. And we go to the bottom of the second inning. Strasburg coming up in a 0-0 game. And we move to the bottom of the second inning. First pitch swinging is Eric Toth as he flies one to right field, but Hardigan's right there to make the catch. An easy out, number one in the bottom of the second.
University, number 30, Graham Brown.
So one out in the bottom of the second inning. Here's Graham Brown, the DH, and he takes a strike, 0-1. Hello to everybody joining us tonight on Facebook or YouTube as the pitch is a called strike, 0-2. The 0-2, swing and a miss. Struck him out on 3 pitches, 4 pitches and 2 outs here in the second inning for Liam McDonald.
Number 5, Graham Crawford.
Brings up Graham Crawford, the catcher. And the pitch misses, 1-0. The 1-0, swing and a chopper foul. Crawford's been trying to get the bat going, and once again, I noticed that he had a lot of dominance at Front Royal his first couple times there, and then the other night when the Express were there, he had another great game at Front Royal, so that is the place where Crawford really likes to hit. 1-1. Breaking ball up high, 2-1. Two one the count. The lefty McDonald looks in for his signs, and time's called at the plate. Still 2-1. No score in the bottom of the second inning. And a 7th inning doubleheader. Unless we're tied, we'll go further. Swing and a foul ball, 2-2.
Please return those foul balls to the train station. In exchange, you get a free spot, courtesy of Walnut Ridge Farm. They raise grain-fed beef. If you're interested in buying some, contact Butch or Carmen Barnes.
28 pitches so far through an inning and 2/3 for McDonald. Pretty solid. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. In the second, the pitch, that's way outside, 3-2. On deck, Zach Ketterman, the shortstop. He would bat if Crawford can get on or keep the inning alive. Kick in the 3-2. Swing and a liner to short, and caught is shortstop Safrowich as he makes the play. And that is the 3rd out here in the second inning. So we're quickly through 2 here from Strasburg. We go to the 3rd, 0-0 to score.
14, Carlos Marte.
We move to the third inning of play from First Bank Park. Carlos Marte, the second baseman, will lead it off. That's a big league name right there, Carlos Marte. I mean, that's MLB right there. Marte, the second baseman, grounded out to third his first time up. Check swing, did he go? No, says the base umpire. 1-0. 1-0. That's in the dirt from Cravey. 2-0. Thanks to everybody tuning in, looking at the Facebook comments, our usual viewers. 2-0. Cravey finds the outside. 2-1. 2-1, swing and a miss. Same location for Cravey. 2-2. And they're going to switch the balls out, and it'll be back in a couple pitches. 2 balls, 2 strikes, the pitch. Breaking ball way outside, 3-2. Take a look at the Valley League scoreboard, see if there's any movement from where we saw it earlier. 3-2, swing, and that is lined in the left. That's a base knock. It's going to fall in front of Chad Ferry. And Carlos Marte with a leadoff base hit here in the third.
That fielder, number 1, Clay Lockett.
Here comes Clay Lockett. He walked and was stranded at third his first time up. Stanton now leading Winchester 6-4 in the fourth. Woodstock and Waynesboro underway with game 2. They're in the top of the first. Charlottesville at Newmarket, they're in the bottom of the first, no score. And showing bunt and taking a fastball way up and in, 1-0. Turks Express, no score, third inning. Lockett awaiting the pitch. He takes up high, 2-0. Gravy trying to find the zone. Two and 0 the count. That's a strike, 2-1. Just a reminder, tomorrow is the Valley Baseball League All-Star Game from JMU's Veterans Memorial Park. Batting practice at 3:30, the 60-yard dash and home run derby at 5:20. First pitch is at 7:30. Also, the Hall of Fame inductions will be taking place tomorrow, as that one's a ball, 3-1. Some great names getting inducted into the Valley League Hall of Fame. Steve Finley will be tomorrow, but I think Brett Gardner, obviously he will not be there. He is playing with the Yankees still. 3-1. Swing and a ground ball down the third base line. Galaney fields it, goes to second for one. McKinley has to scoop it. Third to first, not in time, but the fact that the Express got an out on that play, as McKinley had to scoop the throw from Galaney at the bag at second. Back to first wasn't in time, but it'll be a 5-4 fielder's choice for the first out. Good play there. I went through the Hall of Fame inductees' names last night on the broadcast, and I'll do it again today if you weren't listening in. Good friend of mine from JMU, Kurt Dudley, the voice of JMU Sports and the PA voice for the Turks, is getting in. Tom Browning pitched for the Rebels in 80 and 81, picked in the 9th round of the 82 draft by the Reds, pitched in the major leagues for 12 years. Exactly 1,000 strikeouts, as the pitch is hit well into left by McNeely, and that ball is gone. Logan McNeely with a 2-run home run here in the top of the third inning. as he crushes it out to left field, and the Harrisonburg Turks are on the board. It is 2-0 with still only one out in the third. Big swing there by McNeely.
The right fielder, number 5, Connor Hardigan.
So 2-0 Turks now in the third, and here comes Connor Hardigan, the right fielder. He struck out his first time up. Tom Browning threw the 12th perfect game in MLB history. That was against the Dodgers in 1988. That's pretty cool. That's a strike. He was inducted into the Cincinnati Reds Hall of Fame in 2006. We've got Steve Finley from Southern Illinois, played for the Turks in 1985, as Hardigan hits one pretty well to right field. Looked like it was off the end of the bat, drifting back to the wall, and Toth makes a reaching catch as that ball just kept on carrying, and there are 2 outs. He nearly had himself a home run.
32, Jordan Sweeney.
Brings up Jordan Sweeney, the first baseman, struck out his first time up. Finley, unbelievable career, played for Team USA, was drafted by the Orioles, made his debut in '89, played for 19 years for 8 different organizations. As the pitch is a ball, he had 2,548 hits, 304 home runs, 320 stolen bases. That's outside. One of only 2 players in big league history with 300 home runs, 425 doubles, 100 triples, and 300 stolen bases, joining Willie Mays. Swing and a miss in the dirt by Sweeney, 2-1. Swing and a miss, 2-2. You've got Reggie Sanders. Reggie Sanders played for the Royals in '87, picked in the 7th round by the Reds. 2-2. That is just outside, 3-2. So Reggie Sanders, Scott Musa. And that's outside. Scott Musa served as a VBL sports director from 2008 to 12 and helped to usher the league into a partnership with Point Street.
Number 18, Michael Rosario.
So a 2-out walk to Sweeney. Harrisonburg keeping the inning alive. Swing and a miss by Michael Rosario. He struck out looking his first time up. It's 0-1. Swing and a miss. 0-2. Many other names as well. Kurt Dudley, Brett Gardner, Rufus Heathole, Charlie Jones, Eric Cratch, Keith Lupton, Jesse Moneymaker. 0-2. Swing and a miss, and Cravey comes back and strikes out Rosario for the 2nd time tonight. But we go to the bottom of the 3rd inning, and Harrisonburg leads it 2-0.
About 3 weeks ago, we had a visitor with us who actually was from somewhere near Columbia, South Carolina, James, Mahan. He came up to the press box, just visited. He is a friend of the grandfather of Chad Ferry. Anyway, introduced himself, very nice fellow. Then he walked outside and won the 50-50 and took the money back to South Carolina. Today we got $500 from James Mahan. Donation in honor of his friend Jim Ferry, who was the grandfather of Chad. Jim Ferry, if you're a baseball fan and historian, know that he played for the Dodgers and the Expos in the 60s and was a really good Major League Baseball player. Anyway, so he made the donation of $500 to the Express on behalf of his friend Jim Ferry. I hope he hears it over the internet. Please give him a round of applause. Very much appreciated. 27, Zach Ketterman.
And we move to the bottom of the third inning. The Harrisonburg Turks have a 2-0 lead over the Strasburg Express. For the Express, it'll be 9-1-2. Ketterman, Brown, and Irvin due up against Liam McDonald, who has looked very good so far. In fact, he has not allowed a hit yet. Only 2 base runners, a walk, and a hit by pitch. So McDonald trying to keep the solid performance going here tonight, and he has been lights out so far. Swing and a pop-up in the infield. Third baseman Walter has a beat, makes the catch, and there's one out in the third.
Center fielder number 3, Brayton Brown.
So one out here in the bottom of the third, and the leadoff hitter Brayton Brown and the center fielder will come to bat here. Strasburg trying to get their first hit of the night after exploding last night. First pitch, that's outside, 1-0. That's a strike. McDonald at only 34 pitches through 2 1/3 so far. You don't really see that type of economic performances anymore. 1-1, and that's popped up into right field. Hardigan steps back and makes the catch, and there are 2 outs.
First baseman number 34, Cam Irvin.
So 2 outs in the third. That brings up Cam Irvin, the first baseman. He walked his first time up, but was erased on a fielder's choice. 2-0 Harrisonburg, bottom of the third in game 1 of our doubleheader. That was pitch number 35 for Liam from JMU. And Irvin takes a ball, 1-0. Outside, 2-0. That's down and inside, 3-0. And that's ball 4. So a 2-out walk as Irvin has walked twice now.
Third baseman number 28, Ryan Delaney.
And I hate to say that the tying run's coming to the plate, but this is only a 7-inning game, so you've got to kind of get things going earlier than you normally would. After Harrisonburg with 2 in the top of the third, 2-run home run by Logan McNeely, the catcher. Delaney, a guy that has a knack for clutch hitting, and that's a ball. 5 straight balls. It's 1-0. Delaney grounded into a fielder's choice his first time up. When he gets a hold of one, you know it's gone. 1-0. Swing and a miss, 1-1. Got him. Go after one. 1-1. One ball, 1 strike. Liam McDonald, the lefty's pitch. That's up high, 2-1. Again, Harrisonburg coming in at 13-15. They're in a playoff spot. Looked into standings earlier, and Charlottesville's in first. They have a lead over second place by like 8 games. Something ridiculous. 2-1. Swinging a ground ball to short. This should be 2. And check that, there were already 2 outs. And going to first on the throw is the shortstop. 6-3 on the putout, and the half inning is over. So a base runner once again for the Express, but it's a 2-out walk for Cam Irvin. Can't get anything going further. We're through 3 innings here in game 1 of our doubleheader. Harrisonburg 2, Strasburg 0. Top of the fourth inning from Strasburg, Harrisonburg 2, Strasburg nothing. 7, 8, 9, Walter Crum and Safrowitz due up for the Harrisonburg Turks. First pitch from Cravey's in the dirt, 1-0. Harrisonburg 2 runs, 3 hits, and no errors. Strasburg no runs, no hits, and no errors. 1-0. Check swing. Didn't go. 2-0. Base umpire was waiting. He was still down on one knee. 2-0 the count. From the wind-up, the pitch, swing, and a fly to right, but foul and out of play, 2-1. That is hit hard to short. Fielded by Ketterman. His throw to first right on the money. Tough luck there for Frederick Walter. He hit it hard, but that's first out here in the fourth inning.
The center fielder, number 7, Derek Crum.
So 1 out in the fourth, and that brings up Derek Crum, the center fielder. Derek popped out to third his last time up. Pitch down low. One out. That's a strike. Good pitch here from Cravey on the outside. 1-1. Swing and a miss. Big hack there. 1-2. Bottom of the first. Woodstock leading Waynesboro 2-0. Stanton still on top of Winchester 6-4 in the fourth. Charlottesville and Newmarket scoreless, bottom of the second. 1-2. Ball in the dirt, 2-2. Good pitch. Finds the zone, and that is a strike 3 looking for the second out here in the fourth.
Shortstop, number 2, Bryce Safrowitz.
Pitch was on the outside part of the plate, and it got him looking. Brings up Bryce Safrowitz, the shortstop. He grounded out on a 6-4 put out for the third out back in the second. Kicking the pitch, up and in, 1-0. Donovan Burke of JMU listed as the probable starter for the Express in Game 2. Nothing yet on what the Harrisonburg Turks are going to decide to do. That pitch is fouled away, 1-1. 1-1 from Jacob Cravey. Breaking ball popped up to the right side. Giving it a look. The first baseman towards foul territory and making the catch by the fence. Just barely having enough room is Cam Irvin. And that is a very solid inning for Jacob Cravey. The Turks go down 1-2-3. In the top half of the fourth, we go to the bottom of the fourth. 2-0 Harrisonburg. We go to the bottom of the fourth. Harrisonburg 2, Strasburg nothing. The Express are getting no hits so far, as that one misses 1-0. McKinley hit by a pitch his first time up. He's batting .400 on the season. And a strike. Again, he was 4 for 5 last night with 4 singles. And he is trying to keep it going here tonight. 1-1, fouled away, 1-2. Again, McDonald coming into the game with a 3.91 ERA.
In exchange, you get a free spot, which tastes pretty good on hot days like this one, courtesy of Walnut Ridge Farm.
One, two, swing and a miss. He struck him out. And McKinley is the first out here in the fourth.
33, Chad Ferry.
Here comes Chad Ferry, the left fielder. No better guy to get a knock than Chad Ferry. Let's see if he can do it. McDonald, although his strike-to-ball ratio is almost even, he is getting the job done. Pitch to Ferry, swing and a miss, blows the fastball by him, 0-1. I think Ferry was frustrated with himself that he swung there and he moved his hand up. The 0-1, that's up high. Technology, 6:30 hits, and our LED lights here at the park just turned on. No more having to wait for lights to warm up. You can turn them on by an app. 1-1, breaking ball in there, 1-2. Atlanta Braves outfielder Ronald Acuna Jr. had to be carted off the field today while trying to catch a fly ball on the warning track. Lower leg injury for him. That's outside, 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Chad Ferry in the bottom of the 4th inning. The lefty's pitch. Strike 3 looking, and there are 2 outs.
The right fielder, number 26, Eric Toth.
Back-to-back strikeouts in the 4th. McKinley and Ferry. Here comes Eric Toth. Toth hit one pretty well his first time up, but it was right to Hardigan who made the catch in right field. Breaking ball in there, 0-1. And the 0-1 curveball just misses, 1-1. And that is hit well down the right field line, but well foul. 1-2. So Liam McDonald a strike away from getting through the 4th. One ball, 2 strikes, and that one just misses. Two and 2 to Eric Toth from Presbyterian. Swinging a ground ball down the third baseline, but foul. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2-0 with number 26 at the plate. The pitch. That's in the dirt. Past position number 2, the catcher. 3-2. Three base runners so far in the game for the Express. 2 walks and a hit by pitch. 3-2 swing, and that ball was crushed, but he was early on it, and it's a long foul ball. Still 3-2. Toth got a good piece of that one, but just early. It definitely would have had the distance to make an impact. So new baseballs for the umpire, and the count is still 3-2. McDonald looking for another quick inning, and that one's hit to right, and that one's going to be out of play. So Toth is battling here. Still 3-2. Toth coming in batting .300 with 2 home runs and 12 RBIs. Let's try it again. Pitch again, fouled away. 3-2 still. That is 3 foul balls in a row, and there are 5 total in the at-bat. Started out 1-2, and since then he's been battling. Again, the 3-2. Swing and a fly ball down the right field line in foul territory. First baseman giving it a look towards the bullpen, and a foul ball.
Please return all foul balls to the train station. You don't want to die with a guilty conscience.
What a battle here, McDonald and Toth. Let's see who wins it. Again, the 3-2, and a ground ball to third. Fielded on the hop by Walter. His throw to first is on the money, and the half inning is over. 1-2-3 once again. The Express can't get a hit in the fourth, and we're through 4 innings of play. Strasburg trailing Harrisonburg 2-0 in game 1 of our 7-inning ball game. Carlos Marte, the second baseman, leads it off for the Harrisonburg Turks in the top of the 5th inning. Harrisonburg up 2-0. And the first pitch popped up on the infield. Galaney coming in by the mound. He is going to walk past it, make the catch. And it's always an adventure around the mound, but Ryan Galaney, the third baseman, comes all the way across the diamond, and that is out number 1 on 1 pitch.
Now batting the left fielder, number 1, Clay Lockett.
So 1 out in the 5th, and that brings up Clay Lockett, the left fielder. Lockett has walked and reached on a fielder's choice. Harrisonburg 2 runs, 3 hits, and no errors. Strasburg no runs, no hits, and no errors. The first pitch from Cravey, up and in, 1-0. Cravey at 68, now 69 pitches through 4 1/3. 40 strikes, 29 balls. The 1-0. Breaking ball, good pitch. Strike 1 on the call, 1-1. One ball, 1 strike, 1 out. From the windup, Jacob Cravey's pitch, swing, and a fly ball into right. Right fielder Toth coming in towards the line. Fair ball, catch is made. 2 outs in the top of the 5th inning. It brings up Logan McNeely, and he's been the
31,
difference maker.
McNeely.
He has been the offense. He's 2 for 2, a single and a 2-run home run. He has 2 of the 3 hits. Him and Marte, the only hits tonight for the Harrisonburg Turks, but it's been enough so far. And the first pitch is strike. This is the game. This is the way Harrisonburg wants to play games. A low-scoring game where they can get a couple runs across, but have their pitching do the job. And you know, when they have success, it's games like this. Pitch is a slow chopper to first, and it's fielded by the first baseman. Bobble, throw to first. Foot is on the bag, and he is out. Good recovery by Irvin as it ate him up, but he fielded it, threw it to the pitcher covering. 3-1 on the putout, and a quick top of the 5th inning for the Turks. So they have gone down 1-2-3 for the 2nd straight inning, but they still lead it 2-0 as we go to the home half of the 5th. Strasburg needs to get the bats moving here in this one. And we go to the bottom of the 5th inning in a 2-0 game, and Liam McDonald still throwing a no-hitter against the Express. Graham Brown leads it off. Check swing. Did he go? No, says the base umpire. 1-1. 1-1. Open stands for Graham Brown. The pitch is hit down the right field line, but foul. 1-2. This is why baseball is such an unpredictable sport. You know, the Express with nearly 20 hits last night against Woodstock, one of the top teams in the league standings-wise. And then the next day, not able to get a hit on the board yet. 1-2. That just misses. I think they had 10 hits. Maybe it was 12 hits within the first 2 innings. 2-2 to Brown. Struck out his first time up, and he fouls one away. Definitely some spots around the infield to hit one through. If you look at the live video coverage here, there's good room in that 4-hole over there between the first baseman and also down the right field and left field lines, but especially down the right field line. 2-2. Swing and a liner in the center. That is going to be caught for a base, or called for an out, I should say. As getting there and making the catch is Crum.
Catcher, number 5.
And Brown just hit it a little bit too hard where it wouldn't bloop in, and that is the first out here in the bottom of the 5th. So a line out to center for the first out here in the home half of the fifth, and here's the catcher, Graham Crawford. That one misses 1-0. Crawford with a easy liner to short, and Safowicz called it his first time up. 40 strikes, 30 balls. Pitch number 71 coming up, and that is popped up in the left, coming in the left fielder, and that's going to drop for a base hit. And the Express with their first hit of the night. The no-hitter goes by the wayside, and there's one on with one out here in the bottom half. So, first hit of the night for the Express, and let's see if that jump starts them a little bit. Crawford with the hit, brings up Zach Ketterman, the shortstop. The one thing you can't do is hit the ball on the ground. First pitch, that misses 1-0. But if you're looking up the middle right now, you've got the shortstop and second baseman there. Look at the right side of the infield with the first baseman holding the runner on. They are playing way up the middle, and that could be trouble for the Turks if he hits it to the second base side. Breaking ball in there, 1-1. Ketterman, 1 home run and 6 RBIs on the season. 1-1 way up and in, and he swung and found it away, 1-2. Again, this is game 1 of our doubleheader here, Strasburg and Harrisonburg. This is scheduled to be a 7-inning game unless the game's tied. We'll keep playing until it's appropriately finished off. 1-2 to the lefty and shortstop Ketterman. The pitch from McDonald. In the dirt, 2-2. Woodstock leading Waynesboro 4-0 in the top of the second inning. Charlottesville and Newmarket 0-0 in the fourth. Front Royal and Covington just underway, bottom of the first. And not sure what happened with the Winchester-Stanton game, because there was a score and now it says pregame, and that's the game that was being played earlier, as that ball is hit past the first baseman, a base hit. On his way to third is Graham Crawford, and back-to-back hits for the Express. They have 2, and it's first and third and only 1 out. Ketterman gets it past the first baseman, Sweeney, and the Express may be in business here in this 5th inning of play.
Center fielder, number 3, Brayton Brown.
So Brayton Brown steps up to the plate. First and third, 1 out for Brayton Brown. Here's the pitch, swing and a foul back. So a line out to center, a single by Crawford, a single by Ketterman, and at bare minimum, you've got to get that guy in from third. You've got to get him in. Outfielders playing pretty deep, especially the center fielder Crum. With the dimensions here, 300 down the lines and 365 to center. You want to hit it to left or right to have a good chance to get it out of the yard, as that's chopped foul, and Brown is down 2 strikes. On deck, Cam Irvin. He's 0 for 0, 2 plate appearances, 2 walks. First and third, 1 out, 5th inning. McDonald trying to get Brown out on strikes. Express trying to get on the board. The 0-2, swing and a high, flying to left center. Center fielder Crum's going to make the catch. He is sprinting in. Runner coming to the plate. Here's the throw. It's on the money. Tag is there, and he is out. What a throw by the center fielder Crum. It goes 8-2 on the double play, and the Express are once again held off the board. They get their first 2 hits of the game, but can't get a run in. Crum had a lot of momentum moving forward as they sent him home. And we go to the 6th inning. Harrisonburg 2-0. we go to the sixth inning.
Fielder number 5, Connor Hardigan.
Harrisonburg doing a great job in the bottom of the fifth, keeping the Express off the board. A throw by Crum throws out the base runner trying to score on a double play to end the inning, and that really gives some momentum back to the Turks. 2-0 game as we go to the sixth. It'll be Hardigan leading it off, and Connor fouls it off Graham Crawford's mask behind the plate. It's 0-1. Connor Hardigan 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a fly out tonight. The Express do get their first couple of hits in the fifth inning, but no runs. Cravey's 0-1 and nearly gets a piece. Not sure how Hardigan got out of the way. 1-1. Swing and ball bounces up and got him in that area where you don't want to get got. Hardigan fouls it off in the box. It bounces up and knocks the air out of him a little bit. Just trying to move things around a little bit. One and two the count to Hardigan again, the pitch, and that's inside. 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes, nobody out, top of the sixth. The pitch from Cravey, and that hits him. Cravey hits Hardigan to lead off the sixth inning.
Now batting number 32, Jordan Sweeney.
Slow walk down to first for Hardigan. And that brings up Jordan Sweeney, the first baseman. Sweeney, a strikeout and a walk tonight. Still Hardigan walking around first base, trying to make sure his arm and everything is okay. Sweeney shows bunt. He pops it up near us, nearly all the way over the press box. It is 0-1. We got started here in game one at 5:35. Oh, 1 the count. Shows bunt again. He can't get it down. It's foul. 0-2. Who can bunt these days? Is there anyone out there? Oh, and 2 the count. Let's see if they try to show bunt again. I doubt it. Sweeney swings and misses. And throw to first, and they got him on the double play. The back pick by Graham Crawford, and he throws it to first, and they get Hardigan, and he is out number 2. So a strikeout and a throw on the back pick back to first, and there are 2 outs.
DH number 18, Michael Rosario.
So 2-3 on the put out. And now Rosario takes a strike. I don't even think he was in the box. The 0-1, swing and a miss, 0-2. Becoming a bit of an odd inning here. Cravey, ready? Here's the 0-2. That's outside, 1-2. Cravey, 51 strikes and 33 balls, so he has gotten that straightened out. Outside, 2-2. He's at 85 pitches, so this, I would say, would be the end of the outing here. Trying to get through 6 solid innings of 2-run ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Rosario 0 for 2 with a couple of strikeouts. Swing and a foul tip into the glove. Make that 3 strikeouts. And that is out number 3. Big double play there in the top of the 6th for the Express. But they're running out of time here in this 7-inning game. We go to the bottom of the 6th, 2-0 Harrisonburg. We go to the bottom of the 6th inning, game 1 of our 7-inning doubleheader. Cam Irvin, Ryan Galaney, and Trip McKinley up for the Express, down 2-0 against Liam McDonald. The pitch from Liam is a called strike. Strasburg with 2 hits in the 5th inning, single by Crawford and a single by Ketterman. But then Brayton Brown hit a fly ball to center. Crum caught it, threw it to the plate, and threw out Graham Crawford, the catcher. 0-1 to Irvin. Swing and a pop-up foul, 0-2. Strasburg 21-8, first in the North Division. Harrisonburg 2 games under 500 at 13-15. They're in 3rd place, 8 games out of 1st, but 5 games in the playoffs as far as having a spot. Covington is 13 games out of 1st in the South, and Percyville is 13.5 games out of 1st in the North. 1-2 to Irvin. Swing and a hard liner to short. Picked up on a really short hop is Saflewich, and that's unfortunate for Irvin. That's probably the hardest hit ball by anybody tonight, but that is out number 1 in the 6th.
Third baseman, number 28, Ryan Galaney.
Other than the ball that went out of the yard. So 1 out in the 6th, and here is Ryan Galaney. He's had a bit of a quiet day so far, albeit only 2 at-bats, a fielder's choice and a ground out. Galaney awaits the pitch. Swing and a miss. Can't get a hold of it, 0-1. .84 pitches for McDonald through 5 1/3. Again, Galaney came in with 7 home runs, the 0-1, way up high, 1-1. A little bit of flag movement out there in right center field, but not a lot. And it was a warm day, and we need some rain, I'll just say that. It's been dry. From the windup, the 1-1, way outside, 2-1. So pitch count getting up there for McDonald a bit. That's going to be the question. Can the Express possibly knock him out here in the 6th? Make a new pitcher come in for maybe the 6th and the 7th, or what will they do? McDonald has been fantastic. 2-1. Breaking ball up high, 3-1. On deck, Trip McKinley. He's 0 for 1 with a hit by pitch and a strikeout. Now the question here is, will Galaney let it fly 3-1 or take a pitch and try to draw a walk? 3-1. Called strike. Close pitch there. Pitcher's pitch, 3-2. Tough break there for Galaney. So Ryan will step back in here. Let's see if that comes back and bites the Express on the close call. Called a strike on 3-1. 3-2, and he knew he had to go after it. Same location. It's fouled away. Still 3-2.
Foul ball to the train station. Thank you.
We've got about 40 viewers on Facebook and about 20 on YouTube. Thanks for joining us. Kyle Gutshaw with you from Strasburg, Virginia. 3-2 again, swinging a foul ball. This is game 1 of our doubleheader, so we will have another one approximately 30 minutes after the conclusion of this first game, which is scheduled for 8 o'clock. That's what it says on the league website and all that. So we'll see what happens. 3-2 again. That is up high. Ball 4, he just missed up high. And that is a 1-out walk here in the bottom of the 6th, and it brings the tying run to the plate.
McKinley.
So Galaney's on for the first time this evening, and Trip McKinley will step up here. His average has dipped a bit under 400 after that strikeout back in the 4th. Pitch count really getting up there. 91 for McDonald. Throw over and back in safely is Galaney. So let's see how many pitches he goes to. You'd think, I mean, I haven't seen a guy throw 91 in a while. Pitch, runner goes. It's a swing and a miss. Throw to second. Not in time. Good tag, but Galaney just able to get in there. And into second is Galaney. Oh-1 for McKinley. Big lead at second for Galaney. He's hopping off the bag. Here's the pitch. Swing and a pop-up foul. 0-2.
Yep.
Oh, 2 the count. Bottom of the 6th inning. Strasburg trying to get on the board here as they are running out of outs here in this 7-inning ball game. McDonald set and going to look him back. No activity in the Turks bullpen, and now somebody is starting to warm a little bit as McDonald is nearing the 100 mark. Long hold the 0-2, way up high. One ball, 2 strikes to McKinley. He's the tying run with 1 out in the 6th. Pitch is a swing and a chopper foul inside the box. Still battling 1 and 2. One ball, 2 strikes. Galaney at second. McKinley at the plate. McDonald, the lefty set. Long hold. Long hold. Still no time called, and that one's way up high. That's part of the game for Galaney. He's trying to sit out there and screw with the pitcher and get him off his game as he, keeps jumping off the base and trying to take the focus away from the batter and focus it on the runner, which is smart for Galaney. 2-2 the count. That's down low, 3-2. On deck is Chad Ferry. And would the Turks go to the bullpen and bring a righty in against the lefty Ferry, or would they stick with their starter, McDonald, who is around 100 pitches? He's actually 3 away. 3-2, 1 out in the 6th. McKinley awaiting the pitch. Breaking ball hit over the dugout towards the bleachers and into the Little League field. Still 3-2. Second baseman Marte really holding the runner on at second. He's jumping over there towards the bag, and McDonald has kind of already given up on that. He's trying to focus on the batter now, but if you're Marte, you've got to be careful of jumping towards that bag too much, because that's going to open up the whole right side with the first baseman playing way off as well. There he goes again, right to the bag, as you can see on the Facebook video. 3-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that is a big out, number 2.
Number 33, Chan Ferry.
So I've been told that Stanton has defeated Winchester 6-4 in their first game. Point streaks crashed for him. So here's Ferry, the tying run with 2 outs in the 6th. Galaney out there at second in a 2-0 game. Pitch, chopped foul. He pulled it. And 1 the count. That was pitch number 100 for McDonald. I don't think I've seen that all year. The 0-1, Galaney going, pitches outside, and Galaney got to steal third base. So Galaney into third. He has a couple of stolen bases in the inning, and it's a 1-1 count. Just look back at how big that run being cut down at the plate was last half inning. Whew. So now McDonald, who's at 101 pitches, will go from the windup. That is outside, 2-1. If I had to put money on it, I would say, well, then again, down there in the bullpen, he's not even throwing to a catcher. He's just throwing with someone. 2-1. That's in there, 2-2. So even if Ferry gets on here, it looks like Toth would face McDonald as well, the righty. I mean, there's action down there, but I don't think he's actually throwing the catcher. It's just one of his teammates, so interesting. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs in the 6th. McDonald trying to get through it, and he deals it, and it's fouled away by Chad Ferry. Still 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. McDonald keeping an eye on Galaney as he's in the windup. Pitch, swing, and a miss. Goes after a high fastball, and the 6th inning is over. The Express not able to manufacture runs so far today, and we're through 6 innings with Harrisonburg leading it 2-0. We're back after this as we go to the final inning in regulation. Seventh inning of play here in game one of our doubleheader. Harrisonburg leading it 2-0, trying to add some insurance. New pitcher on the mound for the Express. It's Cameron Clonch. First pitch, swing and a miss. Frederick Walter, Derek Crum, and Bryce Safferwich due up here for the Turks. Clonch 1 2/3 innings pitched, 4 strikeouts and a 5.39. So he's struck out 4 of the 5 outs that he has retired this year. Clonch had himself a night last night at the plate, and he made a diving catch in the 9th to get the second out, and then he threw it to second for the double play to end the game. So he's on the mound here. He's a lefty, and he is from East Carolina and Mooresville, North Carolina. 1-1, breaking ball, good one, 1-2. Express need to keep it here, and then they're going to have to battle it out with their 6, 7, 8 hitters in the bottom half of the 7th. 1-2. Way inside. Not sure how that didn't hit him. 2-2. Clonch is 2-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. The Turks have struck out 3 times in a row. Final line tonight for Jacob Cravey, who unfortunately for him, he's on the hook right now. 6 innings, 3 hits, 2 runs, both were earned, 2 walks, and 7 strikeouts. And that misses. 1-0. The pitch to Crum. That's a strike, 1-1. That's outside. Two balls and a strike, 1 out, top of the 7th inning. Derek Crum, the center fielder, is 0 for 2 at the plate against Cameron Clonch. That's a ball up high, 3-1. Front Royal leads Covington 3-1, bottom of the 2nd. Charlottesville now leading Newmarket 8-0 in the 4th. Woodstock still on top of Waynesboro 4-0. 3-1, breaking ball, a strike, 3-2. Big pitch here, 3-2. And he walked him. Throws a breaking ball, 3-2. And it's out of the zone.
Number 2, Bryce Safferwich.
So 1 out walk in the 7th brings up Bryce Safferwich, the shortstop. He's 0 for 2 with a ground out and a pop out. Pretty decent lead for Crum at first. Pitch, a strike on the inside part, 0-1. We'll do our history notes, hopefully in the 5th inning of Game 2 on this day in baseball history, July 10th. Runner goes, swing and a miss, and they're going to call interference there. Batter Safferwich got in the way of the catcher, and they're going to send the runner back to first. Bob Weiss can't believe it, but it looked like a good call. I mean, the batter was in the way, and Crawford didn't really have a path to throw the baseball. And they call him out on that.
Second baseman, number 14.
So it'll go down as a batter's interference. So Bob Weiss has talked with the home plate umpire. Not sure how many times I've written down batter interference in the scorebook for the out, but there it is on the last page before I start a new one. So 2 outs now in the 7th, and the runner Crum had to go back to first. So here's Carlos Marte, and the first pitch is a fastball. Very good velocity on that pitch. Scores around the MLB. Nationals trail the Giants 10-3 in the 8th. Braves lead the Marlins 5-3 in the 8th. Top of the 10th, Athletics lead the Rangers 4-3. Orioles are not having themselves a very good day as the ball is off the catcher's glove to the backstop. And that'll be a wild pitch. So Crum gets to go to second now. Orioles trailing the White Sox 8-3 in the 9th. Pirates and Mets tied at 0 in the 1st. Phillies lead the Boston Red Sox 11-2 in the 8th. Pirates already beat the Mets once today, 6-2 in a doubleheader. Twins beat the Tigers 9-4, and the Rays beat the Blue Jays 5-2. So runner on second base now with 2 outs. That would be a huge insurance run for the Turks. Swing and a miss. 1-1.
Between the games, Express are going to be fed a little bit of a snack by the folks at Bretzels, James and Gina. If you haven't stopped by there, I am told they've got the best cinnamon buns in all of Shenandoah County. But we appreciate them feeding the team between the games. Thank you all a bunch. A little round of applause, please. Thank you.
So 1-1 count. Harrisonburg up 2-0, out hitting Strasburg 3-2. Claunch looks in for his signs. He comes set. The lefty trying to get out of the inning. The 1-1. Breaking ball towards the Turks dugout. It bounces off of someone's back. And that was number 5. That is Connor Hardigan from JMU. So it gets a piece of the back, but he's all right, I'm assuming. 1-2. Claunch trying to get the final out of the 7th. The pitch, swing, and a foul ball. Crawford cannot hold on, still 1-2. Marte came in batting .280 with no home runs and 4 RBIs. That average has dropped a little bit. Check that, actually probably would be a little bit higher because he does have a hit. One-two runner goes, pitches down and in, throw to third, and it gets away. Past the third baseman, and that will be an error on the catcher. Throw is in the ground, and scoring on the error by the catcher Crawford, and it is 3-0 Turks. So now it's 2-2 and the pitch. Swinging a soft grounder up the middle. Coming up is McKinley. He'll field it. Quickly throw to first. Not in time. And beating it out for an infield single is Carlos Marte here in the 7th. Turks still battling along here in the 7th.
Number 1, Clay Lockett.
So it's 3-0 now. 4th hit of the night for the Turks. Here's Clay Lockett. He's 0 for 2 with a walk, a fielder's choice, and a flyout. So Claunch allows the run, which is not earned. But I guess I could point out the obvious. The walk, doesn't help matters. Threw a 3-2 breaking ball that missed, and then batter interference, a single. The pitch, that's way outside, 1-0. 1-0, runner goes. Throw is on the money and sliding 2 or 3 feet short is Carlos Marte. And the half inning is over. Caught stealing is Marte for the 3rd out in the 7th, but the Turks pick up a huge insurance run, and they now lead it 3-0 as we go to the bottom of the 7th. This is a 7-inning game, so the Turks are 3 outs away from their 14th victory of the year. We're back after this from Strasburg, Virginia. We go to the bottom of the 7th. Liam McDonald done after 6. He allowed 2 hits, no runs, 3 walks, and 6 strikeouts. Christian Cufatelli in for the save here in the bottom of the 7th inning, and he will face Eric Toth, Graham Brown, and Graham Crawford. Harrisonburg 3 outs away from the victory, and the first pitch is lined up the middle past the diving second baseman Marte, and a base hit on 1 pitch here in the bottom of the 7th for the Express. So Toth able to get it up the middle, and Marte lays out and flying in the air, but he can't get there. And pinch runner coming in for Toth.
Number 7, Will Portera.
So Will Portera will come in the game. So again, think back to the run that was cut down in the plate for the Express. And then the next inning, they had a runner on third with 2 outs and couldn't get him in. And then in the 7th, the Turks were able to score an unearned run. So could be 1-0 or 2-0 right here. So Strasburg's got some work to do down to the last 3 outs. First pitch to Graham Brown misses 1-0. The pitcher, 5 innings, 5 strikeouts, and a 9.00 ERA. Portera at first after the single by Toth. The pitch is down low, 2-0. Cufatelli, 6'2" righty from the University of Oregon. 2-0 count to Graham Brown. Center fielder playing pretty deep. Down low, 3-0. One more ball would bring up the tying run here in the final frame in the 7-inning ball game. 3-0 Turks. Strasburg with their 6, 7, 8 hitters up. Toth already singled. Graham Brown way ahead 3-0, and I'd say he'll be taking here. And he does for a ball. And the tying run will step up to the plate here in the 7th inning, and it's Graham Crawford, the catcher, with a pretty dirty uniform at this point.
Catcher, number 5, Graham Crawford.
Crawford just wiped his jersey in his eye. I hope he didn't get any mud or dirt in his face. Not many places on those pants or jersey that aren't covered. So here's Graham Crawford, the catcher. He has lined out and he has singled. He is 1 for 2. First and second, nobody out in the bottom of the 7th inning. Cufatelli, 1 strike and 4 balls so far. Pitch fouled away, 0-1. Crawford with now 9 hits on the season. Does have a home run and 7 RBIs. Turks looking for win number 14 and trying to get Liam McDonald the victory. He was pretty fantastic through 6 innings of play. The 0-1. Swing and a liner, left side and out of play, 0-2. Jacob Cravey on the hook, and it would be a tough loss for him to swallow. 6 innings of 2-run ball, struck out 7, but his offense has not been able to put anything up on the board as of yet. Bob Weiss hoping that his reliever here will finish it off and pick up the save and pick up a big victory for the Harrisonburg Turks on the road here in game 1 of the doubleheader. Count is 0-2 to Brown. And that is strike 3 looking. He goes down looking for the first out here in the 7th.
Zach Ketterman.
Too close to take there. And there's 1 out in the 7th. Ketterman, the batter at the plate, the tying run. He singled his last time up. He's 1 for 2. Brayton Brown is on deck, and he is 0 for 3. He's due for a big knock. Let's see if they can get him up. Ketterman, the lefty, and he's way in front of a breaking ball, 0-1. A lot of room down that right field line. A double would probably bring in 2 and put the tying run at second. The 0-1, swing and a foul towards the net. So the Express with a single and a walk to start off the inning and a strikeout, and now an 0-2 count for Ketterman. The Express 21-8, 2.5 game lead over the Woodstock River Bandits in the North Division. Woodstock is leading in game 2 after falling to Waynesboro in game 1. 0-2 to Ketterman. That's up high. Woodstock up 5-0 in the 5th. Front Royal up 4-3 on Covington in the 3rd. And Charlottesville 8-0 on Newmarket in the 5th. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out, 7th inning. The set and the 1-2. That's outside, 2-2. Again, thanks for tuning in to game 1 of our doubleheader. Game 2 will begin approximately 30 minutes after the completion of this one. So it will be after 8 o'clock. Two balls, 2 strikes, and 1 out. Pitch is in the dirt, 3-2. From 0-2 to 3-2. Cufatelli trying to battle back. He gave up the leadoff single on 1 pitch to Toth. He then walked Brown on 4 pitches. He struck out Crawford on 3 pitches. And now a 5-pitch at bat. Number 6 is coming up here to get the tying run here in the final frame of this game, Zach Ketterman. Got to think there's going to be a pitch over the middle of the plate here. 3-2. Swing and a foul back. 3-2 still for the batter Ketterman. Portera at second, Graham Brown at first. Righty looks in for his signs. He comes set. Big pitch coming up in this game. The 3-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. And there are 2 outs in the 7th.
Center fielder number 3, Ray Brown.
The Express have just not been able to hit really at all when it comes to runners in scoring position today. They have 3 hits, but they have had guys on base with hit by pitches and walks and base hits and just cannot move anyone today. So down to the final hope here in the 7th. It's Brayton Brown, the center fielder. Brayton Brown is 0 for 3. He's the tying run. 2 outs though. Strasburg down to their final hope. Way outside, 1-0. One of the count. Flag blowing to the right now. Pitch is outside, 2-0. The count. Final out here in the 7th. Harrisonburg looking for the victory. Swinging a ground ball, hard hit up the middle. Shortstop will take it to the bag himself. 6 unassisted, and the ball game is over. The Harrisonburg Turks win it by a final score of 3-0. Strasburg with lackluster hitting with runners in scoring position in game 1, and that is victory number 14 victory for the Harrisonburg Turks. And the Strasburg Express fall to 21-9 on the season as Jacob Cravey takes the unfortunate loss and Liam McDonald gets the win. The save goes to Christian Cufatelli. Christian Cufatelli with the save. He goes an inning. Some noise for the Express in the 7th, but just not able to get anything going during the game when it comes to runners in scoring position. So Strasburg falls tonight in game 1 of our doubleheader by a final score of 3-0. That is victory number 14 for the Turks and loss number 9 for the Express. 3-0 the final score. Game 2 will begin in approximately 30 minutes from now. We will end this live video stream and come back in about 30 minutes from Strasburg. Again, Harrisonburg wins it 3-0. And this is Kyle Gutshaw for now, signing off for the 2021 Strasburg Express in the Valley Baseball League.